Hey everybody, Rob, and I'm back again this week with another Flames of War video. This week I'm going to be talking about the Ace campaign card decks that you can get, and the first one is the Bloody Omaha. There's another one out now too, and I don't have it, but I will tell you ahead of time that if you get the card decks, you can intermix the aces, which will make sense after I explain what you can do with them. I don't have the original box that it came in because I sleeved all of my cards. So I had to put them in a regular card box because they wouldn't fit back in the other one anymore. So basically what this is it's a way to play a campaign and have a lot more story involved in your missions. There are 3 ways to play in each deck: story mode, extended mode, and aces mode. And I'm going to go over how each of them work. Each one's a step up, and they're just a lot of fun. We played through this once already, and I want to do it again. Maybe get some friends together and do this again. These decks are I think they're like 10, maybe $15, but I think they're like $10, something like that. And you get a full campaign for 10 or $15. That's a pretty good deal. So you have several types of cards in the deck, and I will go through how it's all set up and how it works here. This is your little rule book that comes with it. That's all there is to it. Ace's Campaign is a narrative-driven system that puts you in the battles of World War II. There are 3 different modes that you can play the campaign in: story mode, extended mode, and aces mode. So let's look at story mode first. Story mode is the most basic version of the campaign. It focuses on the action of the story mission cards. This mode is ideal for putting together a simple campaign or for running a campaign as a tournament. And it's really neat the way it works. First of all, you set up for the story mode. Step 1, you gather together all of these story mission cards. And those are the ones that look like this. They'll have a story on one side and then the mission stuff for it on the other side. And they are broken into episodes. You sort them by episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 and the epilogue for each one. Set all other cards aside because you're not going to use them. And then you find the first story mission, which is Hit the Beach in this particular set. And then you play a campaign, which is fairly simple and straightforward too. The story mission cards, the campaign narrative is told through the story mission that you will be playing. These are double-sided cards that tell the story about your campaign, and the epilogue cards tell the end of your campaign story. There are 8 different ways the campaign could end. So, you would read the story for episode 1, and then it'll tell you on here, this is Omaha Beach, or Bloody Omaha, I'm sorry, episode 1, Hit the Beach. The mission is you play FUBAR, page 102 from the D-Day America, Allies Attack, or No Retreat in the Allies Attack. And that just tells you who the attacker is, so the other person's the defender. And then it has a results section here. If it's an Allied victory, it has a little fluff piece, and then it says proceed to episode 2, cracking the line. If the Axis has a victory, it has a little fluff piece, and then it says proceed to episode 2, one tough nut. Then it has rewards, but we'll get into that later. So you play this, and depending on, it tells you at the beginning who the attacker is, and depending on whether it's an Allied victory or an Axis victory, you go to one of 2 other missions that are also cards set up. So you have cracking the line and one tough nut. So depending on who wins here, that determines which one of these cards you go to for the next part of the story. And it works like that for each tier, for each episode. Obviously, getting bigger as it goes, because it's episode 2. You could have an Allied victory. You're playing the breakthrough mission. If you're playing Crack in the Line, if you have an Allied victory, you go to the Chase. If you have an Axis victory, you go to Second Chances. And so on and so forth. And it just keeps stepping up as you go until you get past the 4th episode, and that is when you have your epilogue. And depending on who won the final episode, you read the winner from that, either Axis or Allies. But that's just the simple story mode. That's using just the story cards. So extended mode. In extended mode, more missions and rewards are able to mix for more gameplay. Side missions are played between the story missions, and all missions grant players rewards that they can use in future games. This mode is ideal if you want to spend a little more time playing the game and earning rewards. So when you do this, you set up almost the same way. You gather all the story mission cards and epilogue cards and sort them out. You put the side mission, which is a deck of side mission cards that comes in there. My dog's getting into something, sorry. But they say side mission on the back of them. And you're going to shuffle those up. Then you have rewards. And these reward cards say reward on them. And they come in 3 tiers. Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. You're going to sort them by their level, by their tier. Shuffle them to make a deck for each tier face down. Then you're going to set all the aces cards aside because you're not going to use those, not in extended mode. Find the first story card, which we go back to hit the beach, and then you start playing the campaign. Side mission cards are bonus games that you can play after the main story. They give an opportunity to try out new ace abilities if you're playing in the aces mode, or earn valuable rewards. Once a side mission has been played, set it aside and do not shuffle it back into the deck. Reward cards. Completing missions will earn you rewards that you can use on subsequent missions. Rewards are sorted into tiers, one for each phase of the game following the story mission. The higher the tier, the more powerful the reward will be. Once used, reward cards are shuffled back into their respective tier decks. So you start with hit the beach, and it has rewards. All the missions have rewards listed at the bottom. And this one says, starting with the winner, both players randomly select one Tier 1 reward. And even the side missions do that. The side missions, like this one says, winner randomly selects a Tier 2 reward and loser randomly selects a Tier 1 reward. So every mission you fight is going to give you rewards. This is where it tells you can add cards from other decks. It doesn't matter if it's missions, reward cards, aces. You can bring other ace campaign characters into this. And that brings us to the third way to play, Aces mode. Aces mode adds another level of storytelling on top of your usual play. Each player gets a special character that will lead their formation into battle. These heroes will grow in power as you play through the campaign. Aces mode uses everything in the campaign deck. It is ideal if you want to invest some time into the story of your formation commander and guide them through the battlefields of Normandy. So what we did when we ran this, we had everybody pick their ace, which I'm going to tell you how to do that in a minute. And once they picked your ace, then they gave them a name, and if they wanted a little bit of backstory, but that named character was the leader for their formation commander throughout the campaign. So to set up for Aces mode, you gather all the story mission cards just like before, set them up by episode and epilogue. You shuffle the side mission deck together and make a side missions deck. You get the reward cards, separate them into tier 1, 2, and 3, shuffle them up. Then each player chooses an ace to lead their force. And once you've chosen your ace, then you go to story mission 1, hit the beach, and play the campaign. So when you're choosing aces, before playing their first game, players choose an ace set to use throughout the campaign. Players can choose any ace set from this ace campaign or from any other ace campaign. This box includes 2 infantry aces and 2 tank aces. The aces will have abilities better suited to their type, so for example, a tank ace is better off leading a tank force. When a player chooses an ace, one of that player's formation commanders becomes the ace for the campaign. Any abilities and special effects granted by the ace are limited to the units in that ace's formation. So you have a set of 4 cards, rank 1, 2, 3, and 4 for each type of ace. And the types of ace you have 2 tank commanders. The first tank commander is the problem solver. The second tank commander is the teamwork. Then you have 2 infantry aces. The first one is master of defense, and the second one is assault monster. So when your game concludes, you read the victor's narrative text. Oh, never mind. That's on the playing the campaign. Sorry. Ace abilities. That's what I meant. Each ace has their own set of ability cards that they will earn as the campaign progresses. Each player's ace starts the campaign with their level 1 ability. When players complete a story mission, their ace advances to the next level. So for example, after completing Hit the Beach, an ace can then use their level 1 and level 2 abilities from that point on. So let's say you took Problem Solver, because I've used this one before. His level 1 ability, which you get if I picked him as my ace, is Number Cruncher. And the tank ace ability is the range of your tank ace's weapons are increased by +4. Not bad. Choose your tank ace. Choose your tank ace formation commander as your, well, that just tells you at the bottom what kind of commander can be chosen, but that's the ability he gets. After you play Hit the Beach, he would automatically also get level 2. Level 2 is Easy Math. The tank ace ability for Easy Math is your tank ace may ignore concealment when shooting at an enemy team. And they progressively get better. The level 3 is Time to Think. If your tank ace is not moved in the movement step, you may reroll fail to hit rolls during the shooting step. And then level 4 for the problem solver is called Problem Solver. The range of your tank ace's main gun is increased by a further +4. In addition, your ace may reroll failed firepower test. So they make your ace really, really powerful as you play through the campaign. They get better and better. If you only have 1 deck of these, you can share, because these are the cards that you really need, each player needs. If you are both wanting to play Problem Solver, or have your tank ace be a problem solver, then you just make a note to get you a notebook, because you're not going to play all this in one day anyway. Just to keep a log, and during your log you can put what tier everybody's on or what level everybody's on. And that's adding the tank aces into it. As far as playing the campaign, the first thing you do to play is play the current mission. In the first turn, this will be episode 1. You read the narrative text on the back, which I showed you, to give you and your opponent context for your battle. Then follow the instructions on the mission card to set up your game. Once everything is ready, just play your game. Then you have step 2, mission debrief. When your game concludes, read the victor's narrative text to see the conclusion for that episode. If you're playing extended mode, each player earns a reward card as described at the bottom of their completed mission card. And if you're playing Aces mode, you earn a reward just like in extended mode, and your ace gains the next level of ability. Then step 3 is choose your next mission. Once the previous mission has been resolved, locate the next mission indicated on the story mission you just completed. So depending on who won, it tells you whether it's Axis or Allies, it tells you which mission you go to next. That'll be your next story mission. Then discard all other story cards with the same episode number as the chosen mission. If the players just resolved a story mission, you get to draw the top 2 cards from the side mission deck, place them in front of both players. The player that just won the story mission can then choose one of these side missions to become the next mission, or pass to let the losing player choose instead. If both players pass, then the next mission must be a story mission. If the player has just resolved a side mission, the next mission must be a story mission. After choosing the next mission, return any unused side mission to the side mission deck and shuffle it up. Winning the campaign. Whichever side wins the last mission wins the campaign. Read the matching epilogue card to see how the story ends. And that's all there is to it. It's a couple of different things. I would suggest, going all out, playing with the aces, because it's really fun to have that cool character added into your force that lets you do a lot of neat stuff that you don't normally get to do. And then on top of his ability, you also have the rewards for winning or losing. You still get rewards, but you get those rewards and they let you do cool stuff during the game too. The side missions just depends on which two you draw as to whether it's ones you want to play or not. But as far as the campaign setup is really easy. We start here. Who won, Axis or Allies? Well, now you have these two missions to choose from. You choose one of these missions and you keep going. It's really well put together. I'm looking forward to getting the other pack and seeing how they did it. But I like this, and we, like I said, we've played through it once, and I think me and my son are going to play through it again here real soon. I may even do some, I don't know, AAR videos for it. But anyway, that's a look at the Bloody Omaha Ace Campaign deck. I hope this was informative, and I hope that you got something out of it. And if maybe if you and your friends have played through it, post in the comments about which ace you used and any really cool events that happened during your game because of it. Until next week, good gaming, good luck.